This video covers repairing an old cracked dash pad. The next video after this will cover flocking the same dash pad, so stay tuned. Before we start, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell. Just a word of caution, I chose to fill and fiberglass over the bad dash pad. This was much harder than I had anticipated. The easier method would have been to just buy one of those plastic dash covers, glue the cover on, and then do the flocking over that. That would have been significantly easier, so keep that in mind when you're watching this video. Remove the screws that hold the dash in place, and then carefully remove the dash from the car. This dash pad was in terrible shape. I had attempted to repair it before and failed miserably. I started by peeling off any loose plastic and sanding down spots I had previously tried to repair. Use a sander to take down any high spots. And now it's time to mix up some body filler. Use the body filler to fill in spots where the old plastic was removed. And then sand the filler down flush. The next step is to fill in the speaker holes. Since my car has no speakers, this isn't a big deal. If you want to keep your speaker holes, you can re-drill them later on. Cut and sand the foam flush, and then apply body filler over the speaker grills. Wipe down the dash with wax and grease remover. And now it's time to lay out the fiberglass. And in hindsight, a fiberglass weave would have been a better choice. Lay the fiberglass down and cut off any excess, and then make the cuts for the vents. Mix up some fiberglass resin. Smaller batches are preferred because the resin has a very short working time. Apply the resin to the dash pad. Lay the cloth on top and then dab the resin with a brush. It's best to work very fast. Mix more small resin batches and coat the entire dash. Once the resin cures, cut off any excess. Use an aggressive sanding pad and sand down any high spots. Go ahead and repeat the process in any areas that were missed or didn't bond well. Some areas are hard to cover on the first pass. Once the resin is cured, the hard process of sanding begins. Sand, sand, and sand some more. Once the grueling task of sanding is done, apply a layer of body filler on the fiberglass. This will fill in any imperfections or low spots created by the fiberglass. Sand the filler down to create a smooth surface. I did a quick test fit in the car and it fits great. The final layer will be a high build primer. The 4 screw holes are currently plugged by the fiberglass. Flip the pad over and drill the holes from behind. Sand down the high build primer with some fine sandpaper. Spray and then wipe off any dust. I'll be using a UV resistant vinyl paint as my base coat. Because I'll be flocking over this dash pad, I didn't go too crazy making the dash look completely flawless. If you don't want to flock your dash, a little bit more detail work is needed. And the next video will cover flocking this same dash pad, and the flocking looks amazing. Make sure to subscribe and ring that bell, and follow me on Instagram for updates on new videos.